Welcome to Amazing Living Studios Internet Broadcasting. Come join us as we sit for a cup of inspiration at Angel Cafe.
Welcome to the Angel Cafe. We're going to talk about dreams today. We're going to talk about committing to what you've come here to do this lifetime and what it feels like to do that and how the universe just steps in to back a person when they do that. So we're going to have some guests with us today. I want to introduce a couple of them, and then we're going to do some talking about the subject. We're going to do some techniques that I think are going to empower you and give you some insight to your own dream. We have Vonnie Owens, who's from Las Vegas. We have Alicia, who's actually, she's heading up the Amazing Living Studios. We have Judy Green-Katzen from Tucson. We have myself. We have Dawn Overstreet from Virginia, soon to be Florida. But one of the things we like to do when we start here is we like to do a cleansing. And it's a way to create a space within the cafe that's kind of sacred. And I believe Judy's going to go ahead and lead us in that, and then we'll get started.
Thank you, Dennis. I love this technique. So since we're all sitting around with our coffee, just relax in your chair and just breathe deeply. Put all your things under your chair. Put your coffee aside. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just relax and let the air out all at once. And then I'm going to have you do some things with your hands. So with the fingertip of your right hand, just gently rub a circle on your forehead. Just as you rub, breathe in and breathe out and just relax. And then bring the fingertip of your left hand to meet your right hand. And place that over your third eye, which is like the circle between your eyebrows. And then just bring it around your face, lightly touching it. Draw it over your brow and your temples. And shake your hands. And what that does is recharges them. Then start again with the fingertips of both hands, gently touching again your third eye. And this time, go over your head and come around your neck and under your chin, and then charge your hands once again. As you do this technique, there's some aspects to it. That's the physical aspect. Also, as far as the auditory, we like to do a positive affirmation. I'll suggest one, but when you do it at home this week, pick anything that makes you feel good. What I like to use is, in the name of love, I cleanse my body. And then when I go back, in the name of light, I cleanse my soul. It's good to repeat this technique until you feel a warm glow. And what it does is it actually expands your aura, and it helps you get those spiritual insights that can help you live your dream, which is what we're going to talk about. So back to you, Dennis.
Thank you, Judy. Okay, I'd like you to tune into what is your dream? And we're going to go around, and we'll start with you, Judy. What is your dream, and how do you go about living it in your everyday life?
My dream from when I was young was to live with joy and to give other people hope with their joy. I didn't know how to do it, though, but more and more today, as I've done spiritual techniques, I feel every day I can live that joy. And I love to teach other people the techniques on which help them live their joy. That's so fulfilling for me to see the lights go on in other people. So how do I live it in my life? I like to get involved in giving workshops and speaking with people, like at this cafe, and talking about not only what inspires me, but bringing out what inspires them.
Well, for myself, I've had experiences in my life of two worlds. I've had experiences of working with angels and spiritual things when I started off with, I actually started in my early 20s. And I committed to that for about 10 to 15 years, really personal development. And getting really clear with working with my angels, and it's amazing. The results and adventures I've had. But then I was led into business, and for a while I wondered, but I found myself leading very quickly. I found myself in the boardroom of the Rockefeller Foundation. I found myself working with large companies. And I was always wondering why. And it had to do with organization. It had to do with what my message is, basically, which is how can spirit flow into the business world. So for me, I've created something that helps me work with business leaders and to realize that, you know, if you really want to be successful, it starts with yourself and why you're doing things, what your motives are. And if you're working with a bigger picture, because when you do, it's amazing the things that happen right in front of you. So, you know, I think that's my purpose, and why I really love to do is to help with that. And there's actually a group called the Conscious Capitalism Group that is growing. It has leaders in business around the world. So that's my part of evolution, is to help with that.
This is Bonnie, and part of my dream is reaching people. My thrust is forthrightness, is my joy of trusting myself. And as I meet people, spirit's everywhere, and in the business world and the everyday world, whether I'm in a cafe like today, or I'm in the post office, or I'm in the office. It's about sharing the love, the joy with everybody, because as I can do it, you can do it too.
You know, my dream is basically to do something great. My purpose in life is to inspire other people, and also to allow them to achieve whatever it is they want. Either their art, their music. I want to be part of their inspiration, to help them create the life that they want to live, and actually to enjoy their job. You know, go there and love doing whatever they did or whatever they do. And so the way I do going about it in life is loving and showing them and telling them and supporting them and creating the environment for them to enjoy where they are, who they are, and where they're going.
Do you want to share a little bit about your vision, Alicia, with Amazing Living Studios? Because that's a really good example of living the dream.
Amazing Living Studios came to me several years back. And it started when after I started to delve in law of attraction and to change my own life condition from a very probably toxic or negative life. And I was getting so down and depressed, and I needed to come out. So when I started connecting with life coaches and people of spirituality, I started learning a lot more about myself and learning how to love myself and learning how to appreciate what's around me and to really give love to others. And so at that point, because I had made such a drastic change in my mental attitude and how I felt, I decided, you know, I want to share this with people. I want to create an amazing living site, a studio, where I could bring this to other people and share to other people, how do you do it? How do you change? I mean, I have people come up to me and say, how do you do it? How do you stay above everything when everything else around is just falling apart? Tell me what your secret is. And so I decided that's what I want to do with Amazing Living Studios, is to create an internet broadcasting that people could share inspirational thoughts, music, arts that would create or even, you know, touch somebody's soul enough to say, you know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to change my life today and decide to live an amazing life.
We also have Dawn Overstreet with us. She's actually the national promo director for a group called the Americana Leadership College, which a lot of us are contracted instructors. It's an amazing group. Dawn, can you share a little bit about yourself and your dream and what you're up to?
Yes, I would love to. Since I was a little girl, I've had one dream, and I continued to expand upon that dream. But that dream was to go anywhere in the world and have lots of friends. I love to share a message of living life like a song, and to find simple solutions to life's challenges. I am affiliated with the Americana Leadership College, and as you said, I am the National Promotion Director for the college. I love the college. I've been involved for almost 38 years now. And one of the things that I love about it is that its foundation of the many programs that it offers at the community level is that it reinforces inner freedom and that inner dream to live. And it's based on, people learning to work with that higher part of themselves. We call them angels. You can call them guardians. There are many names for them. But to reinforce that relationship with individuals so that they have a sense of never being alone, and also having an inner direction that really propels them towards the dreams that they have.
Nicoletta, I know you're new to all of this. Is there anything you want to say about your dream?
I have always knew, kind of, since I'm a little child, that I'm supposed to do something. I didn't exactly knew what that is, but I kind of felt that there is a message that I came with, and I'm supposed to share it with the rest of the world, and somehow me doing that is going to help people grow. I don't know how many people, I don't know if it's going to be one person or if there's going to be, if a million people are going to take this, but now there is a point in my life, and hopefully not that far in the future, when that message is going to come out. So that is my dream, to make this message out there, to put it out there.
Bonnie, you want to lead us in another question?
Sure, Dennis. Then what kind of experiences have you had where the universe or your angels have backed you with your commitment and direction? So I would like you just to sort of think about that for a moment. But for myself, being involved with the Americana Leadership College, I consciously became aware of how I can communicate with my personal team of angels. And what a delight and sense of joy this has been for me in my life. It helps me to share my life purpose, as I shared before. Forthrightness is my joy of trusting myself. And always having the direction with my angels. My angels are backing me 100% of the way. And they're like my board of executives. I can check in with them at any point in time. It helps to relieve stress in the environment, get answers for myself, and it keeps life simple and flowing. They've helped me with my direction in life. I have that continuity and consistency with spirit, and this gives me a great sense of joy. How about you?
I'd like to share, Bonnie. Thanks. This is Judy. I was trying to think of which experience to share, because since I got involved in the Americana Leadership College, which was in 1991, I've learned so much about how I can set any dream and have it magnetized, and they've mostly come true. But the one that I wanted to talk about was, I always wanted a wonderful relationship in my life with a man that I really loved, that was so fulfilling. And I didn't have that in my first marriage. So what I did when I learned how to connect spiritually and use those spiritual tools, I sat down one day, and on a menu, I just wrote down with spirit 50 qualities that I wanted in a man, mostly inner. And I just said, okay, back me. And I just gave it over to the universe. In this program that I've been in, there are techniques, and I love that. And so I used the cleansing technique, and I just said, okay, angels, if this is meant to be, let it be. And 6 months later, I met my now husband, who had 48 of those 50 qualities. And I certainly didn't make it happen, but I think the big thing for me is being clear in what I want, and then trusting that it'll happen. And we've been married 13 years, and it's been a wonderful relationship for me. So that's something that definitely happened when I committed to that and asked my angels for backing.
It just makes me curious, Judy. What were the two that he was missing? No, only kidding.
They were the superficial ones.
Well, I'd like to share. This is Dawn. One of the things that I realized when I was really young is that I was already setting direction, inside of myself as far as what I wanted. when I got involved in these programs, one of the things that the founders said to me was, be careful of what you say that you want. Because, you know, we manifest things from our thoughts. And I began to realize that when I started realizing that I am what I think, then I started being a little bit more clear about what it was that I wanted to project. And consciously, on a daily basis now, I do make conscious efforts to really tell my angels what it is I really want, and to get it down to the fine details, so that, you know, I have more of a control over that, instead of, you know, saying I want this and then getting it and being disappointed. I work more from those true inner feelings that I have about what I want, so that they can assist me to get there more quickly and stop taking a lot of U-turns, you know, and get down to the nitty-gritty of what my dreams are all about.
I found that when I connected with my angels, I felt a lot more calmer. Like I could go into a room or deal with a situation and my whole body just is calm. And I felt like there was always somebody sitting on my shoulder, giving me the support I needed. So when I made a decision or I need to talk about something, I felt okay. I didn't feel worried or anxious. It just flows and it happens.
Great. I want to introduce one of the persons who's joined us. Dorinda, are you there?
I am here. Yes, good morning.
We're just talking a little bit about our dream and manifesting, you know, committing to it. So if you'd like to share anything about, you know, where you're at and what you're finding with your dream.
Well, I know my dreams have changed over my lifetime, but every step of the way, since the mid-20s when I became introduced to my guidance, I've been able to check with my inner guidance different opportunities that were available, and I honestly, probably in my old state of consciousness, I never would have even gone after some of the opportunities I've had. But since my guidance said it was mine and I could do it, I went forward. And I've had, you know, several careers working with national nonprofit organizations and working with community agencies, mainly in community services and training and employment for people. And at one time I was director of a home for teenage girls in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now that was real trust. Anyway, I've had really good success working with my guidance and learning to follow what I ask for. Dawn is right. It's very important to know what you want. And then when I know what I want, to ask if that really is what I need. And then if the timing is right. Guidance has really helped me a lot with timing. Some of my dreams have been dreams that seemed like very far off and that I had wished that they had happened much sooner. But now I'm moving into the time of my life where I can do what I really, really enjoy doing all the time. And so I'm feeling like I'm living my dream. And it's just a matter of being patient and continuing to work with guidance a step at a time.
Well, we're going to do something that'll help you, everyone, including listeners out there. This is a technique that's from the American Leadership College that will help you experience the backing that you have from the universe to do what you've come here to do. It's a technique called Love Feast, and I believe Dawn is going to lead us in that.
I am, and I love this technique. I remember the very first time that I did it, I was empowered with such beautiful feelings from my angels and everyone's angels. So how we're going to do it is everybody knows kind of, you know, where they are here in the cafe. And the technique is really all about learning to share from my true feelings in relation to other people and really sensing and expressing that good, kind, loving, sharing part of people. So the way that we're going to do it this morning is that each person, starting with Judy, is going to have an opportunity to be part of a love feast. And we'll each have a chance to share with Judy that we love her, respect her, and back her. So Judy, you are now in the center of our circle here in the cafe.
Judy, this is Dennis, and I just want you to know that I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Judy, this is Bonnie, your spiritual sister. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Hi Judy, this is Nicoletta. I feel a great energy coming from all of you. I just want to know that I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Judy, this is Alicia, and I love you. I respect you, and I back you.
Judy, this is Dorinda, and your voice is like a clear bell. I love your energy. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Judy, how did that feel?
It felt wonderful. Thank you.
All right, and how did that feel to all of you folks in our cafe? Wonderful. All right. Dennis, you're now up for this great technique.
I'm up for it.
All right, and starting with Judy.
Dennis, this is Judy. I love your enthusiasm. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dennis, this is Bonnie. You are a joy. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dennis, this is Nicoletta. I love your inspiration and everything that you put out there. I love you, I respect you, and I back you 100%.
Dennis, this is Alicia, and you are amazing. I love you, I respect you, and I surely back you.
Dennis, this is Dorinda, and I love your joyful outreach, your creativity, and the fun in you. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dennis, how did that feel?
Incredible. I accept it all. Thank you.
All right, Bonnie, you're now in our circle.
Bonnie, you are my spiritual sister. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Bonnie, this is Dennis. I was still glowing in the love that I just received. I love you. You're an amazing soul. I can't wait to work with you again. I respect you, and I back you.
Bonnie, this is Alicia, and you're an amazing woman, and I love you. I really respect you, and I'm all 100% backing you.
Bonnie, this is Dorinda, and I love your forthrightness, your bubbly enthusiasm, and your stir beingness as a soul. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
This is Nicoletta. I love meeting you. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Bonnie, how did that feel?
Absolutely delightful.
All right. Alicia, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Alicia, this is
All right.
Judy. I love your voice, and I just love your joy. I love you, I back you, and I respect you.
Alicia, this is Dennis, and I have so much respect for you. You are a great leader. You're very inspiring. I love you. I respect you.
Alicia, this is Bonnie, your spiritual sister. You are such a strong leader and full of joy. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Alicia, this is Nicoletta. I love you, I respect you, thank you.
Alicia, this is Dorinda, and it's so great to hear your voice. I've been seeing your name and all of your movement forward on this project. I think it's very exciting, and you're an exciting soul. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Oh my, Alicia, how did that feel?
It felt awesome. Everybody, you're also awesome, and it's fantastic to be here today and join you in Angel Cafe.
Awesome. Nicoletta, is that how you pronounce your name? It's so beautiful.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
care. Your voice is
Thank you.
awesome. You're in the circle.
Nicoletta, this is Judy.
All right.
I love your beautiful voice, and I look forward to meeting you. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Nicoletta, this is Dennis, and you are a star on the horizon. I respect you, I love you, and I back you.
Nicoletta, this is Bonnie. You are a shining light that is upcoming with strong leadership of sincerity. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Nicoletta, this is Alicia, and I am really happy to meet you. I love you, I respect you, and I'll be there to back you.
Nicoletta, this is Dorinda, and I love your name. You have the energy of a beautiful, beautiful bird, and I really look forward to meeting you. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Nicoletta, how did that feel?
Unspeakable, kind of. First of all, because I didn't know what to expect, and because it's my first time here, and everything that I'm receiving from all of you, it's very new, but very new in such a great and beautiful way. So thank you all very, very much for the great energy that you just sent. I feel like I can fly right now. Thank you, guys.
That's what happens in Angel Cafe. All right, Dorinda.
Dorinda, this is Judy. I love your clarity, your joyful nature, and your great leadership skills. I love you, I back you, and I respect you.
Dorinda, this is Dennis, and I have so much respect and love for you. You're a great leader. I look forward to working with you. Love you, respect you, and back you.
Dorinda, this is your spiritual sister, Bonnie. You are such a joy and inspiration. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dorinda, this is Alicia, and you're my spiritual sister from New Mexico, because I live there, and I love New Mexico, and I love you, and I'm looking forward to the day when we can meet personally, face on face. I respect you, and I back you.
Dorinda, this is Nicoletta. I don't know you yet personally, but I love the energy I sense coming from you, and I love every single thing that you just said here today. I can't wait to meet you. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dorinda, how did that feel?
That felt wonderful. Felt very fulfilling, and I feel very close to everyone on this call, which, you know, it's different. I thought it would be quite different and challenging to do this. Wonderful.
Okay, I don't want to get left out. So Dorinda, can I turn the technique over to you so
Yes.
I can partake of this awesome energy?
Yes, of course.
Dawn, this is Judy. I love your willingness to be of service, your great efficiency and desire to help people. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dawn, this is Dennis. You are a pillar of strength. You have a really consistent, clear motives. Your energy is so, it's the epitome of being a leader. I respect you, I back you.
Dawn, this is your spiritual sister, Bonnie. You are one of those leaders that goes the distance with all of your organization and the willingness to be of service to all. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dawn, this is Alicia. You have been an inspiration to me. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dan, this is Nicoletta. I love the commitment that I can see, I can sense you have through helping people. I love you, I respect you, and I back you.
Dawn, this is your sister Dorinda, and I love your dedication, your joy, your creativity, and your fun. I love you, I respect you, and I back you. And how does that feel?
Oh my goodness, that feels awesome, and I love and respect and back each of you.
All right. Well, that was an example of a technique called Love Feast that we can do. We actually do this in groups around the world. So that's just a real small sampling of something to love that can come from a group of people that have the same, frame of mind of working with their own angels and want to share. Is there anything else that anyone would like to share at this time before we do some announcements about what you got out of this?
Dennis, I'd just like to share that this is Judy. This is typical of group work, and I know that the Americana Leadership College creates groups all around the United States that you work in groups of maybe 7 or 8 people, and they share this. There's a set curriculum, And I so highly recommend that. If it's okay to say, you can get on the website, which is www.alc.com.
I think it's alcworld.com, or is that right, Don?
That's correct.
alcworld.com. And we'd love to, there's people in your community. I think, Dorinda, are you doing a tour? Are you coming up with a tour?
I am working on a tour. I'm going to be doing some things right here in New Mexico in March and early April, but I may be going up. Yes, I am working on a tour, but I'm not ready to announce it yet.
Right, and I am too. I'm going to be touring in the Dallas area. Bonnie is in Las Vegas, if you need to contact. Nicoletta's up in Maine. Don, you're in Virginia, is that right? And then you'll be soon to be...
I'm in Virginia right now. Yeah, I am.
On your way to Virginia.
Transitioning into Florida at the end of April, yeah.
Okay, and then Judy, you're in Tucson, right?
Yes, Tucson half the year, and then in June to January, I go to Durango, Colorado.
So there'll be a listing of programs that you can attend throughout the United States, and there will be some areas outside the United States that you're invited to attend if you have a feeling for the energy that was here today in the cafe. We'd like to invite you to come back next time. The whole idea is that everyone has the answers within them. They just need the opportunity to share. We don't need to be anyone else's expert. We have our own inner guidance. So I want to thank you for coming today, and thank you for coming.
It's time now to leave Angel Cafe. We hoped you enjoyed your cup of Angel Delight. Have a great day. Come on back again soon to join us at Angel Cafe and Amazing Living Studios.